You become a better fighter after you get knocked down. You become richer after you can't afford to eat. You become better with women after you get heartbroken. That's just the masculine experience is based within suffering anyway. You fail at something and you try again. That's the masculine experience. This is why men and women think so differently, because everything I said about innocence, you don't want a woman to be coarsened. So you don't want her to have experience of life, because if she has experience of life, life is suffering and life is pain. If she goes out there into the world to experience things and become knowledgeable in and of herself, there's no way she can do that without becoming harder and less soft, because the world is so vicious to people. So as a man, you become a better man by suffering, whereas a woman becomes a much worse woman by suffering. So as a man, what you actually want to do is go through so much suffering that you become such a fantastic man that you can find a woman who's never suffered and prevent her from ever suffering. So I'm going to be called all the horrible names for this podcast, but truthfully what I'm saying is a man should suffer and go through so much pain and agony that he becomes such a fantastic man that he could find a woman who's never had to suffer ever and ensure she never does. That's the ultimate protection and provision. That's the way the balance works.
So the scars make the man better in a lot of areas of his life, whereas scars make women harder in the emotional element.
Well, scars aren't attractive. Do men find scars attractive on women? No. Do women find scars attractive on men? Yes. And that's even in the physical manifestation of what we just discussed from a psychological perspective. So it's literally just the way it works. A man used to have to go away to war and come back a war hero to find a wife who's never been to war. You don't want a wife who's been to war. Nobody wants a wife who's been to the trenches. You want a man who's been to the trenches and survived. Yeah. This is the dynamic, right?